Welcome back, guys. Welcome to our very first forms analysis video. This is when we're going to look at some of the more challenging parts in some of the forms that we practice at the school to help you get through those and give you maybe some pointers or tips so that when you practice at home, you don't get as stuck as I know I did when I first learned any of these hyungs, these forms, okay? So let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Let's start at the Segi hyungs. Now this is going to be for Segihyung Ilbu, Segihyung Ibu, Segihyung Sonbu, and even Pyeong Chodan, which all have very similar turning motions, as well as our tiger and dragon forms. Well, not this necessarily the tiger forms, but definitely the dragon forms, which are essentially just half of our Segi hyungs that we already teach currently. So what we're going to look at is how we transition from one side to the other side after a punch, and also how we transition after our third kick in a sequence. So let's look at the first 4 or 5 movements of any one of these Segi hyungs. It would normally start, I'm going to do Segihyung Ilbu, world form number 1. My tension goes to the left, I touch my left hand to right shoulder, I slide and I pivot low, step through, deep front stance, push, pull, and punch. Now we get to one of those challenging moves where this hand has to get over there. When we teach this in class, you'll hear these terms, slurp, slurp. And what we want you to conceptualize or think about here in this turn is slurping both the hand and foot that are weighted and heavy and forward. We have to transplant them to the other side. So we slurp in and we pull all the weight off of them. Once all the weight is off of that hand and foot, we're going to bring them over to the other side of our body. Use them over there to mimic the block we started at the beginning of the form. Then once again, step through for secondary punch. This point, we do it again. Anytime you do a punch, you're going to add that slurp effect. So watch it from this side. This hand and this foot slurping in together. Pull that weight and balance in. Once it's all in, it can be redistributed wherever you want it to go. After the second punch, we want to come down this center line. So let's try that one more time. If I'm going to the left side, Haran Maki, left side, 1, Chungdan Kongkyuk, center punch, 2, I now take the weight off of this hand and foot, slurp and pull them back. But I still want to use them. Keep the focus on this hand and foot. Keep them focal with weight and paying attention. Now bring them back straight behind you, no more steps, and then block with that same punching hand. Stepping forward now, punch. This hand and foot, pull in. Take the weight off of them, but keep your focus on them. Bring them to the next position, in this case, kicking position, so we can do our front kicks. This works for any form. Segihyung Ibu, high block, high punch, slurp, look back, use this hand again, high block this time, high punch, slurp, fighting stance. Segihyung Sonbu, cross, look, Anasopakramaki, step, Chungdan Kongkyuk, slurp in, look back, keep the weight off of this one one's the tough one. Then step, punch again, slurp, keep the weight off of it, fighting stance towards the front. That is one of the harder moves of the form, but if you get it in that type of sequence, you'll have unlocked 3 parts of the form that are all similar, all symmetrical. So try to practice the slurp effect to get that transition from one punch to the opposite side. Now there is another part, a second part of the Segi hyungs that does offer quite a bit of challenge. And that is after the third kick in any of the kicking sequences, we have to do a back turn. I'm going to do this towards the camera, then I'll turn around so you guys can see the footwork that is involved for the third kick transition, okay? So let's imagine I just did one of those slurps, and now I am here in my fighting stance. I have to execute 3 kicks coming down the center line. Let's focus front kicks because those are pretty easy. 1, 2, key up on the third. Now I have to do my next back turn. We emphasize the term back turn because I want to use my back foot to do it. Now, there's only one back foot because this is closer to you as the front foot. This is my back foot. There's only 2 directions that foot can go. My back kick can go forward, in other words, following your own toes this way, Or your back foot can go backwards, which means follow your own heel, which is this way. I want to take my back foot backwards. How we're going to do it is we're going to pull it in nice and close so we don't lose balance. We're going to keep our knees bent, and we're going to push our heel backwards. Here's the hard part. There's no other stepping. That was all the stepping you need. Once more, let's rewind. I pulled my feet close, touched the heels together. I follow my back heel back. No more stepping. All I have to do is turn my attention the direction I need to go. There's my next block, haramaki, so I can continue the form. Let's show you that again. I do my 3 kicks from here. 1, 2, 3, key up. Hop! Now I have to do left foot, slides back. Close those feet, stay nice and low, keep your knees bent. Slide the same back foot backwards. Turn your body and execute the corresponding block for that form. One more time. In, oh actually hands up first, sorry, bad etiquette. In, look, slide, turn. I'm going to turn around so that you can see the same motion as if it were being done by the 3rd kick on the latter part of the form. So if I was here in this position and I go 1, 2, 3, back up, back up, back up. From here, this foot goes up, look, twist, turn. In actuality, if you were doing this at home, you would probably be left leg back, this position. So this is a follow along version if you're doing it with me, okay? Left foot's back, we just finished our 3rd kick. Asa! This foot comes close. The same one that moved up, moves back, and then turn. No other stepping. I hope this was helpful, guys. Those are 2 of the spots where we see the most difficulty in our Sigihyones. Practice these a lot, and if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, leave a comment below, and I can hopefully get back to them for you, okay? In addition to that, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We have a couple more of these form dissections that we're going to be doing to help you get a little bit more info about them. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Churiya, Kunyet, Tongsu.